Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Morgan and today's video is going to be a little bit of a pivot from my usual content because I felt really called to speak about this. I was reminiscing on my past experiences and the decisions I made for my career, and massage therapy was a career that I had. So you could see the title. I'll probably put something like why I quit massage therapy, something around those lines. I didn't fully quit massage therapy. It's always going to be within me. I have a license, but it was a solid 6-month career. And I really want this video to reach new therapists who are going into it or thinking about going into it, just because this might give you a way of navigating that can be more congruent with your goals and what you're about. I am somebody that has very loose joints, okay? Shoulder joints are hypermobile, elbows are hypermobile. I wake up in pain every single day from my joints. It sucks because I'm 24 and I don't know what that's gonna look like for my future. That's why I do preventative measures now. I'm on the fast right now. I'm eating the greens, clearing the system, staying good, because I don't know what that's gonna look like when I'm older. But right now, I will say that even before the career, I didn't have the best back or shoulders or anything really for my body. And going into that career, like I said, I was in it for a solid 6 months and I just couldn't handle the pain anymore. I adjusted and tweaked and did everything that I can body mechanical wise, but my body was just in so much pain. And the physical demand to me was not worth the pay. I love the quick cash, I love the fast, but now that I am more so worried about taking care of myself, I couldn't sacrifice my body for money and cash and that flow. Thinking long term. This is what I refer to as wisdom, for yourself. But I didn't have that wisdom prior to it, so I definitely had to go down this route. Another thing I want to say is I do believe that it was right for me to step into this career. As much as it didn't last that long, I created a business. I had some success with my business with it. I learned the therapeutic relationship. I learned how to take care of people, how to help people get better, how to support people on their healing journey. I learned just what I needed to do in order to take care of a client's and be in a client setting. I had experiences working with people that brought up things that I had to work with. So it was beautiful to have these experiences with others and to be able to offer a craft that people do really receive a lot of benefit from massage. So this video isn't going to be me hating on massage and like why. It's just going to be me talking about what the good is and then other things to think about and look ahead with, because there is a lot of benefits to the career and I'm going to get into them, but I also will share my side because of course I'm not in it anymore. If I have a private client, I'll take a private client, but it's really rare. I have not put energy and attention on that business. And you could call that what it is. If you want to call it unfortunate, it's fine. Either way, that business and those experiences were able to get me to where I wanted to go and figure out more about myself and more about my purpose in the career and what I do. So if that's also for you and you need to take that step in that direction just because it feels right for you, you don't know how long you're going to be in it, but it does feel right, go for that. Trust that. That's God telling you this is the right move. But if you're like shaky and you're like, yeah, I'm only doing it for the money, or I just got to get in there and do it, no, don't do the career. Massage therapy is a very holistic career. If you're going to go in the direction of healing and working with people to really like heal them, it's a good foundation, but there's some things you really need to look out for. And I'm going to get into them right now. Number one, there is a stigma around massage therapy that got in the way of my life. Massage therapy has a stigma. It has a sexualized stigma, it has a prostitutional stigma, and it has sex work stigma, which is, all the same categories. This is something you need to know. And I'm sure most people understand it, but you don't know it until you're in the position, especially if you're pretty. especially if you're a woman, you need to be aware of this because there will be things that come up. And if you're not strong enough to stay discerned and listen to your intuition about what you need to do in this moment and what you need to trust and say and act as, you could really go down a slippery slope that can destroy your career like this. You know, it will destroy your career. You'll be known as whatever. And it's illegal. So you need to be aware of it and you need to know how to navigate it and have strong boundaries and trust that when your intuition tells you don't take on that client because they want something more than just massage, even though they're just saying, I want massage, you will feel the energy of the experience. It'll make you feel so shitty and you'll lose so much power within yourself because the energy is there. And even if nothing happens, the energy is still there. That's going to bring me into my second point. Massage work is energy work. If you're anything like me and you resonate with my work and my channel, intuition, healing, why was I going to say medicine? I guess medicine in a holistic sense. If you are into energy, if you are deeply connected to the divine, if you are open, if you're an open channel for channeling and healing and things to come through, this will automatically be in the practice and will enhance the practice. Now, that being said, if somebody is coming in with a desire for you to sexually gratify them in some way, yeah, you're gonna feel that and it's gonna be icky. And you're not gonna wanna do that. And you definitely wanna stay clear of that. So always understand that you can always say no to a client. You can always turn down a client. You can always say no to an act. You can always say no to doing anything like that. Plus, it's illegal and you'll lose your license. But what I want to say is, I don't care about the world right now. I'm going to come to you from like an older sister, mother perspective. You can always say no to things that you don't want to do and stand strong in that. Stay strong in your power. You're a powerful being. You're a powerful woman. You're a powerful person. You can always say no. So make sure that you are discerned and understanding of that spectrum of things. And then also going into the energy world, you need energetic boundaries. You need to know what you can talk about with clients. Some clients you could talk to about certain things. Other clients will get you in trouble. You'll find all this when you're working in the spas. They'll tell you what you can and can't do, but also personal practice. I had both. Make sure that the clients that you're speaking to, if you know them personally, yeah, you could have a free flow, but if you don't, there's certain things you could bring to the space and there's certain things you have to make sure you keep energetic boundaries around, spiritual boundaries, mental boundaries, emotional boundaries, because that relationship isn't a place for it. Another thing I want to point out is that I am glad that I went through massage therapy before I got into energetics, before I got deeper into my energy healing practice that I'm currently working towards, right? I am glad that I went through massage therapy first because massage therapy school and massage therapy itself is a very grounding skill. You're in the body, you know, you're working into body. I used to see my body as a stone, okay? And I'll show you why. Because during my career, I was studying fascia. I used to go to my practices after doing fascial work on myself. This is called block method. And I use this block to put on my body and to open up fascia in constricted areas. So this is a stone, right? And so when I would head into the space with a client or at the spa, I would be that stone. I would be this now. And now I'm deep in the body. I'm a rock and I'm the tool that is working on the client. That's a really good tip that I would give people, because when you can embody this type of gua sha in you, you're the gua sha, you're the stone, you're the tool, and become hard as a rock, like in that sense, not like you're clenching your body, but you're so grounded like a rock. That really helps the skill. That really helps the practice. And so I brought fascial work to my career just because that's what I was studying. And basically what the information you put in becomes who you are, so you're going to use all your tools. And that really helped a lot of clients. I've had a lot of clients have no problems after doing fascial work on them, just holding like a stone on their body. And that's incredible, you know? So massage therapy school is really grounding. Massage therapy itself is very grounding, and that's why I recommend it before you get into energetics, because to do energetic work properly, you need to be a grounded individual. And if you're young and you're into spirituality, you could be a little bit airy-fairy in the fairylands and the up in the airs and in the flowies, but you're not grounded on earth like a primal animal. And you are that. You are both, right? So we need to have that grounding developed. And I feel like massage therapy is more of a grounded primal skill, I would say. It's just because you're so embodied and you're working with the body. Versus, and it's similar like to dancing. And that kind of talks about energy again with massage therapy, because you are in a dance with these people. You're basically becoming one with the client, like on the table, like you are giving and the receiving, and this is a dance that's happening. And you see that when you're in any conversation or with dancing partner, but not just that, with conversation, yoga, people you talk to, relationships, intimacy, it's dance. And it's working with the two poles, the feminine and the masculine, the receiver and the giver. And you play both, you do different things. This is part of experience. This isn't just massage or anything. This is just part of a series. I, of course, have a more spiritual energy worldview, because that's the work that I study, and that's what has my mind locked in like a mole. I always go like that, but really what it is my mind interprets reality the same ways that somebody who would be doing spiritual work does, energy healing work does. And I don't know, it's just, I guess I'm over explaining for no reason. Back to what I was talking about. If you're going to be doing this work, I just want you to know that there is certain things that will come up for you. And again, if your body is not physically able to handle a lot, I would not go into this craft. I had to, because I learned so much. I'm getting redundant on that. Make sure you are investing so much time in your self-care and taking care of yourself and showing up for yourself, listening to your body, listening to your intuition, or you'll never get far in this career. Even though I was only in it for 6 months, the only reason I left that career was because I listened to my body and my intuition. And I would say that's more so life advice. Once again, removing the worldly stuff, that's more so life advice. If you are listening to your body and to your intuition, you will go further in your life, because you're not going against the flow, you're going with it. The body is so wise, it's so smart. And that's also another reason I loved massage therapy school. I learned about the body. It gave me a solid foundation about the body. And now when I move into my other practices, I have a knowledge bank that I can pull from. Even if I don't remember things very clearly, I have a basic webbing of the body and understanding certain things about the body that I wouldn't have else had if I didn't go through the schooling and didn't go through that career. And yeah, that's why I share. I just want to know that I can help people, even though it wasn't what I thought it could be. I can help you, even though it wasn't what I thought it could be. I definitely can at least offer this help to you guys. And the people that I did help, I'm glad that I was able to show up for you. Keep going forwards, keep doing things. You're the creator of your experience. I love you. And I want you to know that you can always pivot. You can always go in a new direction. And you have the resources to do it, or else that desire would not be inside of you. I truly, truly believe that. Yeah, maybe things don't go as planned. Of course not. But if you have knowing within yourself you're fine. You're really fine. I drank this so many times because, like I said, I'm on fast. So thanks again for tuning in to my channel, to my frequency, to my pendulum. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.